Falling in love is one of the most wonderful and strong emotions people experience throughout their lives. The joy, excitement, and passion, it's all too appealing to not cave in. Who hasn't experienced love's blinding influence, despite the fact that it isn't always logical or predictable? But falling for someone also means falling into a state of vulnerability.
Family is desperate for answers in the disappearance of a missing mother. That mom of a little girl was last seen Sunday, and police are concerned about her safety.
Authorities in Gaston County, they're searching for this missing woman, LaPorsha Chantal Baldwin. Police say she spoke with family Sunday afternoon.
That's the last time Priscilla saw her daughter. LaPorsha was supposed to go to work at Amazon in Huntersville Sunday, but her mom says she didn't show up. Detectives don't have enough information to say a crime was committed, and they want to talk with this man, 35-year-old Charles Combs, Baldwin's ex-boyfriend. Investigators tell us Combs was previously convicted years ago of second-degree murder in a separate case in Mecklenburg County.
Hi guys, welcome back to Crimeco, your go-to channel for some intriguing and incredible true crime stories. Before I continue with today's case, make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and turn on the notifications. So buckle up and get ready to go on a wild ride with us. LaPorsha Chantal Baldwin was a 30-year-old joyful and devoted mother trying to make the best life for her 18-month-old daughter, Bella, until she disappeared in mysterious circumstances. She was a hardworking woman who had gone through some awful events in her life. According to her mother, Marilyn Baldwin, Portia went through one of the worst experiences some women could have, and not only once, but twice. She suffered 2 miscarriages, which took a heavy toll on her life. Eventually, she had baby Bella, and she couldn't be happier. She used to call Bella her baby miracle, so Portia willingly leaving her daughter behind didn't make any sense. Portia lived with her mother and daughter in Gastonia, North Carolina, and was trying to move on from a failed relationship. Her friends and family refer to her as someone who always knew how to light up a room with her smile. Unfortunately, that light went out on Sunday, October 10th, 2021, when she disappeared. That morning, she went to the First Antioch Interdenominational Church as usual, along with her family. After church, at around 2 p.m., Portia and her mother met in the parking lot, where she said goodbye to her and her daughter and left for work in a nearby town. That was the last time they saw her. She was supposed to be off work at around 6 p.m., but it was later discovered that she never showed up to begin with. As the hours passed, the family's concern grew. Knowing Portia, her family knew for a fact that she would have called if something had happened to her or her car, or if she was going somewhere else before going home to her daughter. The whole situation was very out of character for Portia, so the family decided to file a missing person report, and so the search began. After a whole day of uncertainty, the night of Monday, October 11th, Portia's car was found on the southbound I-85 between Sam Wilson Road and Belmont. The car had its tires slashed, and inside the vehicle, the police found some blood stains on the steering wheel, dashboard, and cup holder. They also found some clothing that could belong to Portia and some duct tape. But the most important discovery was her phone. It was thanks to her cell phone that the police were able to trace what seemed to be Portia's last hours. After searching her phone, the police were able to determine a timeline between the time Portia left the church's parking lot and where her last location was. At around 2 p.m., she left church to go to work at Amazon in the next town, Huntersville. On her way to work, she had a phone conversation with her ex-boyfriend, Charles Combs, 35, who lived in Charlotte. Portia agreed to meet him, and this is where all traces of her disappear. Detectives stated that her phone's GPS pinged at a tower near Combs' apartment around the same time she last talked to her family. Her phone pinged the towers located in Boiling Springs, Greenville, Taylors, and along I-85 in Cherokee County, all in the northern area of South Carolina. So, for the police, it was a fact that the last person to see Portia was Combs. The police tried to get in contact with him, but Combs was out of sight. Portia's family and friends were heavily praying for her to come back safe and sound. Several news media outlets were covering her disappearance, and her mother, Marilyn, seemed extremely tired and sad. She just wanted her daughter back. On October 13th, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department's homicide unit began investigating after teaming up with the Gastonia Police Department. They used every resource they could to find this young mother. But, sadly, fate had other plans. On October 14th, they found Portia's body the next day, along with the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, FBI, and Fairfield County Sheriff's Office. She was found dead in a wooded area in the White Oak community of Fairfield County, South Carolina. Her family was devastated at the loss of such a lovely woman. Everyone was desperate to find the person responsible for Portia's murder. Finally, on October 16th, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department announced that Charles Combs had been arrested for first-degree murder in Myrtle Beach. He was extradited from Horry County, South Carolina, to Mecklenburg County, North Carolina. Now, this is where this case takes a wild turn. It was discovered that Combs had previously been convicted of second-degree murder and had served almost 12 years in prison for killing his fiancée at the time, Marshida Dorsey Carn, in 2004. After this news, another ex-girlfriend of Combs, Bonita Jackson, stated that he was a violent man, and she had filed a restraining order against him in 2018 because of his abusive behavior. Regarding Portia and Combs' relationship, investigators found out that Portia broke up with Combs about 3 weeks before her disappearance. Maybe she found out about his violent past and put an end to it, unwilling to let a man like Combs into hers and her miracle baby's lives. After his arrest, a friend of Combs said he was seen distraught during the last couple of days, and that on the day Chantal went missing, he told him that he would kill himself if he could not be with her. Once again, a violent pattern appeared in Combs' behavior towards his relationships. Since Portia's car was found with the tires slashed and blood stains inside it, the theory that sticks the most is that Combs attacked her with a knife when they met. Since there were blood stains inside her car, perhaps they were arguing about their relationship status when Combs suddenly attacked her. Unfortunately, throughout the thorough investigation of this case, we weren't able to confirm this information, as the circumstances of how she died remain unknown, and we can only assume this fact based on the evidence found and released to the public. After Combs was arrested, he was charged with first-degree murder. On his first court appearance, he was denied bond, and to this day, he remains behind bars awaiting trial in the Mecklenburg County Detention Center. Shortly after the discovery of Portia's body, a GoFundMe page was set up in order to help her mother, Marilyn, and Portia's miracle baby, Bella. The team behind Crimeco would like you to know that if you or someone close to you is in an abusive relationship, there are many resources available to help you. In the USA, there are various resources available to help women leave this type of relationship. The National Domestic Violence Hotline is a 24/7 confidential resource that provides support, information, and referrals to local resources such as shelters and counseling services. The hotline can be reached by calling 1-800-799-SAFE 7233 or through their website. Getting out of an abusive relationship can be hard and dangerous, but there are ways for women to move towards safety and healing. Thanks again for joining us in the story. Before you go, let us know what you think about this incredible case in the comments section. We'll see you again in the next one.